Hey, hi guys. So this is about independent religion, and yeah. So I'll talk about, high level overview of independent religion and why why we need it, right? And what is the main idea behind it, right? So yeah. So so let's talk about the existing religions we have, right? So so yeah. The very first question which arises, right? Who are we, right? Who am I and what is what is what is the idea behind our existence, right? And yeah. So let's talk about it, right? And why we are doing things, I mean, as it should be, or why we are doing it in the manner which is predefined by some people, right? And why we are not doing in some other way. So yeah, let's talk about it and why are these religions created, right? So the main idea behind creation of religion is that the society will run in a better way, right? The society, the people. That is the main idea behind creation of religion. Or in the modern term, which we say the law, right? Laws which are made for different countries, right? The nation which we have defined, right? Nation, states, cities, and yeah, above all, the higher end we have nations, and for each nation we have some laws defined, right? Based on the government type they have, right? For democracy, monarchy, and all, right? And before that, we had religion, right? Religion. The very first question, the first question arises in our mind. Why are these religions created, right? Okay. So And are, is there anything which we can call good or bad? And are these the concepts which are created by human beings? Right. So if you analyze here, right, what is good or bad? Are and what I mean, if we are if we are saying, this is good or bad, and we need to consider it with what perspective we are saying. With respect to what we are saying, it is a good or bad, right? Now, let's say we say in the religions. In most of the religions, like Hindu, Muslims, Christian, right, Buddhism, and Jainism, right, and all other religions, we define that these are the good aspect and these are the bad aspect. So the very first question, these are rules. Uh, yeah. So how do we say this is bad, right? This is bad or good? So yeah. So here comes, the part. Some part of it is, some part is defined with the consciousness, right? If we get hurt, right? So we say that that is bad for us, right? So let's say someone. So if we get hurt or if we get killed, right? In the end, the output of getting hurt is, I mean, the death, right? So if we say the death, right, that is the ultimate. Uh, I would say existence. After death, there's no existence of our body or I would say anything, right, related to us after getting born. Right. So yeah, yeah. So now the term here comes. The consciousness term. So let's talk about it. Yeah, right. Consciousness. Okay. So about consciousness, mm, yeah. So how do we define this consciousness, right? And yeah, so we talked about religions and why it was created, right? I mean, so our ancestors, right? They created it such that the societies will be, I mean, will run in a better way. But I mean, due to creation of those religions, what happened? I mean, there are, I would say, um, due to capitalism, or I mean, we don't want to go deeper in that, but due to that, I mean, there are inequalities between people, right? And and some people. So why that inequality came? Because the system is created in such a way that some people will work for the other people, right? And some people, I'm basically saying, I mean, the lower class, higher class, right? So systems are created in such a way that higher class people uh, will always be at the top, and lower class people, right? I mean, they will actually work for the higher class people. I mean, they actually don't know that they are working, but they will be acting as enemies. I would say slaves, not as slaves, but the systems are created such that those are, I mean, hidden. I mean, those are not actually shown to all those people, but they're actually slaves, right? I mean, you won't be able to recognize, or I would say analyze, while you are actually doing that, right? So now you got the high level value. I mean, why all these religions are created, right? Now let's talk about consciousness, right? Okay. So as part of consciousness, right? So we say that after death there is no existence. I mean, I would say, I mean, nothingness, or I mean, everything is just. I mean, it's not there, right? I mean, our existence itself. We define existence only between birth and death, right? And beyond that, based on our consciousness, we say that. So, I mean, we don't exist, right? And when we are born, and between, I mean, mainly between birth and death, we exist. Otherwise, we don't exist, right? And we, whatever good, bad, and whatever dichotomies we have, all those are defined by this lifetime, right? Lifetime which we define between birth and death. But I mean, it's not like that. I mean, if we die, right? I mean, we are made up of the, I would say, matter or something, right? Whatever we are made up of will, I mean, will always come into existence. I mean, if we die, also some part of us will go to some plants, some part of us will go to, I mean, non-living beings. So based on our consciousness, we say that, I mean, that is uh, basically we consider non-living beings in a way that that those are the lowest part, right? I mean, that doesn't have consciousness, right? But I mean, that's the reality which we created based on our consciousness, right? That those non-living beings doesn't have any consciousness, right? I mean, they can't think, they can't do anything, they don't need any energy. But we kind of, we are dependent on food, right? So now let's come to the consciousness part. Yeah, so we talked about consciousness as well. Okay. Now